So it's just preparing to do it. It'll take a second to kind of stream. Okay, live.
It's live on our end, mine.
Excellent. Okay, give us a sec. Right, we'll go straight in. Right, we'll just go straight in then, guys, okay? So nice to see you guys. So tonight we are back with Firevolt TV Live, and we're here with the awesome Thieves of Liberty. Hi, guys. How are you?
All right. So you doing?
Good. Really good.
Good, good. Good to see you. You guys are our, I think, 4th or 5th band on Firevolt TV Live, but the first section now ready for 2024, which is not a million miles away, actually, about 9 months away, I think now. So it'll soon come around. So for those of you that don't know, I'm Bev, and I'm one of the owners of Firevolt, and now, as you guys keep calling us, Mr. and Mrs. Firevolt. I am Mrs. Firevolt, Stret's now wife. Stret is busy keeping the builder entertained downstairs, so apologies if there's any drilling noises or barking dogs. Reggie's a bit busy downstairs with everybody as well. So tonight, it's my absolute pleasure. I've been dying to interview these guys, and they just had to be my first ones ready for the 2024 festival. So Thieves of Liberty were our Battle of the Band winners in 2023, and they opened up on the Sunday. And they went down an absolute storm. They were phenomenal. Absolutely blew us away. Awesome. You are coming up now on my Spotify as one of my most listened to bands at the minute. So yeah, loving it, absolutely brilliant. So it's my absolute pleasure to welcome the guys tonight. So we've got James, we've got Kieran, we've got Liam, we've got Tom. Unfortunately, Pete hasn't fallen over on stage tonight whilst playing the bass. He's still stuck at work. Those of you that were at the Manchester gig, a bit of a reference to there. So for me, what makes Thieves of Liberty really, really stand out is the just sheer professionalism of this band, their musicality, their songs that just get in your head. You can't help having a little boogie when you're there as well. You're waving your arms in the air like a crazy person, singing. You know, Kieran comes out, he does all his fancy guitar pieces. I won't spoil it if you've not seen them, but there's some really, really cool stuff happens. And the way they're so gelled together, you guys are like, you've been a band since birth or something, you know, since you shot out the womb. I think you were a band, you were like gelled together. It's just so effortless and seamless, and you're infectious when you're on the stage. You can feel it, the vibe of the whole thing. You're smiling, you're laughing, you're engaging with each other, which just engages the crowd. On top of that, you've got mega songs that, like I said, just really get in your head. You're, you know, walking around after kind of singing them. One of the other things that I think makes you stand out as being sheer professionals is, of course, Pete did fall over in Manchester and bounced straight back up like Tigger and just didn't miss a note, carried on playing. Poor James, massive shout out to James. James was so ill at Manchester. Not even got a clue until he turned to Kieran and said something as he come off stage. I was like, "You okay? Right, I'm going to bath." Legged it. Most bands would have just called it a day, just said, "That's it." The guys kept it going. They did you proud. He come back, wiped his chops, did the last song like an absolute trooper. You'd have never known. You'd have never known you were ill. So, James, are you better now? Are you feeling well?
I'm better now, yeah. I mean, it was a sweaty one, that gig, like, but no, it was good. I think our songs have never got a better reception than when I ran back in the room. So
Yeah.
that's what was good about it. Like, so I'd be sick more often, I think. Like, so
yeah. No.
I think the biggest reception is actually when I got Paul.
Oh yeah.
Kieran's face was like terror, but okay, we've got this. They were
The weird
brilliant.
moment, I just turned to Kieran and I was like, I'm gonna go be sick. And he was like, yeah, okay. No, I was like, I'm gonna have to tell everyone first. I can't just run away. We'll think we fell out or something. So I was like, I'm gonna be sick, everyone. And I just ran off like,
I'll be back.
yeah,
Gosh, absolute trooper. Honestly, I think that's a true rock and roll story that you'll be telling, in interviews long into the future, when you're massively rich and even more famous than you are now. Yeah, it was quite a night. Like I said, what a sweaty gig that was. Oh my God, for those that weren't there was literally sweat dripping off the walls, off the ceiling. I thought there was a leak at first until I realised it was like sweat, really.
I think
It was
I think
mad.
it might be.
Oh, he's
We've got a
gone.
little freeze.
We had
Frozen.
a good 5
Frozen.
minutes, didn't we? The funk of Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah. This is the joys of our. It's great when the internet works, isn't it?
Oh,
But when
There we
it
go.
freezes,
They're
it
back.
doesn't. Are we back?
Back.
Go
There
on.
we go.
Sorry, we missed
Just
that bit, James. What were you going to say?
Another internet, like.
All right, cool. Well, let's get into our rounds. So we're going to start off first of all with the getting to know you round. There is a little song here. It's from, I think, The King and I. Getting to know you well, getting to know all about you. And that's what this round is really about. So these are those more obvious kind of things just to kind of relax into it. So feel free to shout out whenever you're ready. So I'm going to ask you just a series of random questions about everyday types of life. Okay, good to go? Round one?
Good.
Okay.
Sure.
Favorite song of all time?
It's a big question to start
Oh
with.
my God.
It's a big question. Day in the Life by Beatles is one of mine.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
just for the madness of the song, where it's like, and I'm sure it's about like lyrics about the guy who like shot him. This is getting a bit dreary already. Like, but
We've gone deep.
when the bloke shoots on the car with a famous reporter as well, I think, and stuff like that. So, but it's just a great tune. It's always been a song that it's always been a favorite, and especially just like off the top of my head there. So that's definitely one of my ones.
Brilliant. Okay, Connor's going next.
Kieran's got to come out with it's got to have some sort of massive solo in it. It's deep inside, so.
Do you like a solo,
I honestly
Kieran?
don't know.
I think mine's got to be Stuff Not the Blues by Gary Robb, personally.
All right, cool choice. Yeah, cool. Tom? Something
Mine's a bit of a strange one. It's got like an emotional tie to it. So mine would be Disloyal Order of Water Buffaloes by Fall Out Boy.
Right, yeah, right, cool. Good band. Kieran, have we got any thoughts?
I'm really struggling with this, to be honest.
No one's going to come and like lock you up. I'm going
to go for something that you might not expect because it doesn't have a guitar solo, actually. Life on Mars by David Bowie.
Yeah. Again, good choice. Cool choice. Fab. Thank you.
I was thinking about Purple Rain. Yeah.
Okay, favorite film?
Just because the lads for my birthday, they've all got us Lord of the Rings books, but I'm a bit of a Lord of the Rings nerd. There you go. There's because at that Manchester gig, I actually lost. I like to read on the way to gigs, and I actually lost the Lord of the Rings book. I was reading at the time. I hope my mate doesn't say it wasn't mine, it was his. But so now the lads have got us a full like box set of books there. But Lord of the Rings has always been my favorite film as well. It's just got everything in it for us. I know I'm a bit of a nerd with that, like, but other than that, I'm fucking,
Cool. Go on, who's going next? Go on, Liam.
Forrest Gump. Gotta be. Just love it since I was a child, so watched it.
Go on, Kieran.
I really like the film Limitless with Bradley Cooper.
All right, okay.
Is that because he reckons he looks like Bradley Cooper? I think.
Like, Tom actually said the other day that I look like Bradley Cooper.
Yeah. Well, Tom, what's yours?
I always get slated for never watching films. So the first one that I can really remember liking off the top of my head was Oppenheimer recently. I just thought that was. I know it's a bit of a cop out film, but yeah, I thought it was really good.
I just watched that last night.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Right. Fab. Okay. Favorite place to go on holiday?
Well, I've only ever really been on like one holiday, and it was with these in Ibiza when we played there. But that was a bit of a rough one. I think I nearly like fell off the stage. I think like because I was just totally obliterated. But yeah, these guys played well though. It's just loads of people in a hot country dressed all in leather in a club, which is normally made for probably like DJs and dancing, all sat in like a fountain area with loads of cushions, and it was like, wow, this is a bit bad. Then the smoke machine come on, I nearly died, and that was about it. Like.
Oh, no. But you're still here, which is good news. Awesome. So what about the rest of you? Is that your favourite holiday then? Or
Yeah,
have you got any
I
other?
was gonna say Ibiza as well, just because of the time that we all went away together.
Yeah.
It was my favourite holiday to go on. So yeah, I think
Brilliant.
that one for me.
Yeah, in
Brilliant.
terms of the experience, by far the best I've been on as well.
Yeah. Yeah. We all in agreement, Liam?
They all just
Yeah.
copy off me if you don't know.
Okay. Favourite car? If you could have any car, what would it be?
Car.
I love a good car.
Liam's the car man here. Like he likes his motors.
Just Tom. He loves his motor.
Tom loves his automatics and that.
Might be a Porsche GT3. I think I'll never like be able to get one ever. Like, but
You
that's
never
the
know.
You never
You're
know.
in a band. You never know.
Yes.
Mine,
Yeah.
I really love like old classic looking cars, like old James Bond movie type of like
Mustang.
we used Mustangs and like the old Porsches and stuff like that. Where he's just like driving around like Italy with the roof off and that. And like with some lass with a scarf around her head eating chocolates. No, that's always been my favorite. But I don't have a particular model, so I'll go for my mum's Seat Ibiza. I think like.
Brilliant.
For
Awesome.
me, when I was growing up, I always watched Top Gear, so it was the Bugatti Veyron.
Very nice. Very nice indeed. Tom?
I really like the Aston Martin DB9.
Very nice choice as well. Nice. Lovely. Okay. And final question in this round, your favourite TV show?
Always Sunny in
Oh,
Philadelphia. Straight in.
that's a good one.
No mess.
That might be for me.
It's like, I love Only Fools and Horses.
Oh yeah.
Love Only
That's
Fools
it.
and Horses. Saw a video with David Jason the other day looking really old, and then he done the Willy Wonka thing where he like drops the cane and he's like that. He actually did. It was really good. Just warmed me heart. I love that as a kid growing up, like, but
Red Dwarf as well. That's one.
Oh, yeah. That's a classic, isn't it? Absolute classic. Yeah.
I'd say Red
Yeah.
Dwarf.
I always liked Vanity. I've watched that about 2,000 times as well. Like so.
you used to have was it a Harley you had? Or you had a Harley at one point, like so. You were in a gang as well, weren't you? When we found
Yeah. He picked him up off the street. Turned his life around.
that was it. From a joint thing. And he's just like turned him into like a total cool kid now. That's it.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Excellent. So that's round one done in the bag, getting to know you. So we all know you a little bit better. So this is just a bit of fun, this one. This one is like it, not like it. So I'm going to get a few random things at you. You shout back, like, not like it. Yeah?
Right.
Okay. Are you ready? You can all shout together. It's completely cool. We're going in. Ready?
Ready?
Pot
Ready.
noodle.
Like it.
Like.
Cilla Black.
Like.
Like. Yeah.
Sand.
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 Oh.
No.
Like.
No,
Like.
no, absolutely not.
Whiskey.
Like.
Don't like.
Don't like.
Monkeys.
Like.
Roller coasters.
Like.
Don't like.
Like.
No.
Don't like. No.
Stret.
Love.
Like.
Did you see Stret?
Stret.
Oh, like, yeah. Oh, it's like pretzels or something there. I was like, what?
Man bags.
Well,
Don't like.
I like mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo.
Like.
Like.
Snow.
Like.
Brilliant. That concludes like or not like. Thank you. Round two. So here we're going into the serious kind of band stuff now. So this is our Bandorama round. So we have some band style questions for you. Okay, you're bracing yourselves. Here we go. Question one. How did the band get together?
Well, there's only.
This is going to be Kieran's round, to be honest.
Yeah. it was like a slow process, really, in terms of this lineup. You know, we had a previous lineup that I was a founding member of, and then that sort of didn't really end up working. So me and James started working together about 2 years ago now.
In this very room, actually, where we met each other.
It was, yeah.
One eerie moment.
It's weird, that, isn't it?
And you know, we actually used to work in this building, in this room, before it became our practice room. And I sort of came into work and I was like a bit depressed because the band had split up. And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do now. I've lost my singer. And James just sort of went, I'll do it.
And
I was like, yeah, okay. And then that was kind of what happened. And then, you know, we sort of took our time finding the right other members. We had a lot of depths while we just did gigs that we already had booked. We did our first gig in London.
Sort of rushed into things, didn't we? Like,
yeah,
I feel like we just got together and we're like, right, just write some tunes quick as anything and rush off to London and play a gig. And we're like, whoa.
So the London gig was already booked when the original lineup broke up. So James said he'll do it. And then we had 4 weeks to write an entire set and go
I'm
do
going to have to answer the rest of the questions, aren't
Oh, wow.
So I just like a month, wasn't it? And it was just like,
and
wrote the tunes and just died.
And basically our Back Again EP is that collection of songs we wrote in those 4 weeks.
Hence the name.
Yeah.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So how long would you say you've been together as a band then, officially, as this lineup?
When was Wildfire?
In this lineup, it's been maybe a year and a half.
Wow, that's amazing, because it honestly, genuinely feels like you've been together, like I said, since you shot out the womb, really. You know, it's amazing. Wow. How did you come up with the band name then? So was that more you, Kieran?
Yeah, I wish there was a really cool story behind it, but there's really not. It was just a mishmash of words that were all kind of thrown at each other. Like, the Thief sounds cool, Liberty sounds cool, and then eventually it just sort of got jumbled into this order, and we liked it. And then we asked a few other people, and they liked it. And one of the main factors was I went to see Tremonti, and I asked him what he thought of the name, and he said it was really cool. So we're like, yeah, we'll definitely keep it then.
Fantastic. That's cool, isn't it?
Awesome. So it's well, anything like.
So what would you say then, highs, lows, challenges of being together in a band?
Oh, that's a good one.
I mean, the highs is definitely like been at the very most has been a recent thing. It's always been highs, but I mean, recently it's been the best. Of like when we've been in this lineup, the chemistry we have together. Like, obviously, we all want out of the band the same as all the other guys, I think. So that's always good. But we have a laugh as well. It's not like let's just hit the road and play some gigs and write some tunes, and it's just that, and you don't get on, and it's not a laugh. Like it's hard just getting around and like paying to get places and all the travel and just trying to make ends meet to keep going. Yeah. But it's all right when you're just traveling with your best mates, playing some tunes in it. So that's the highs, really. Lows,
pretty much what you've just said, I think.
Yeah, lows around, but it's all right traveling around as well, as long as you just like sat with your mates, like having a laugh. Like the lows is probably like, say, for like Kieran, when the original lineup split up, and then because that happens, that like I've been in a band and left bands, and that's something that happens. And if you love it, you keep going. But like that's how we've ended up doing this. So you go through those like that, but it's just part of the road for it, isn't it? Really. So.
Yeah. I really thought you guys were kind of going to say you've all been friends, you know, since you were from a young age or school or whatever, because it feels like you are best mates, and you can feel that sort of togetherness, and you know the love for what you do. You can feel the passion, you know, and I think that's part of the attraction of of the band as well, because it does come across.
Okay.
It's actually me and Pete have actually known each other since nursery, but we're the only two who really knew each other before being in a band together. I mean, me and Liam hadn't met any of us. I just sent him a message because we were friends on Facebook, and I'd seen him do like covers and stuff before. Just had to join the band, and you know, that's happened with sort of everyone here now, and it's just instantly gelled.
That's amazing.
It does feel like we've all been like schoolmates, doesn't it? You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like we've just like been together a year and a bit. It does feel like we've known each other for ages, but it's blown over, really. Like it just feels like yesterday Liam was coming our way, you know what I mean?
But I think that's the thing. If you're having fun with it as well, then you've got to work, haven't you? So you might as well have fun while you do it. And if this is the incredible career that you guys can have, I think you've got that something special that can push you, and keep it together and keep it going when it is tough, and I think, obviously COVID was a massive issue, wasn't it? Live music, it was all really difficult to keep going, and people, lost jobs and all sorts of awful things went on. But now feels like things are really coming back with a vengeance, and it's really kind of picking up speed, isn't it? And I think people want to be back out there on the live scene, but obviously for you guys it is the travel or whatever, and the cost, isn't it, to get you there as well. So no,
I think people have got a bit of a fire in the belly off being kept inside for so long, isn't there? So it was a bit shaky at first afterwards, but I think people are now like really coming out and wanting to see some good stuff and get back to the way things were. Maybe it's a bit better, you know what I mean? So
yeah, definitely. And I think obviously cost of living and stuff like that, but it's, I think sometimes people forget that, the bands have got a cost of living. They've got to get the fuel to get to the gig, to the, and, pay for the van or whatever, and all those things as well. So, I think we're really lucky at Firevolt. Our community are so passionate about music, and they love to lift the bands up and, see them do well. So I think they're really rooting for you as well, which is awesome. Okay, so I know we've mentioned a couple before with some of your favourite kind of like bands and artists, but who would you say is the musical influences that you can really feel in the band? Is there anything that you think, we really like, that style or that particular band or artist?
I've got the Rival Sons, because we always get compared.
Everyone says we sound like Rival Sons.
Yeah.
And we all love Rival Sons, but I don't think we sound anything like them, to be honest.
I think James does.
I think James does a little bit.
I get the voicing a lot, but I also get told I look like Meatloaf and Jack Black, and it's been a while since I've been compared to a good. But I can see a little bit of Rival Sons, maybe. We all went to see them together not long back, but I never knew them up until quite recently, so it's not actually, even though it might sound like an influence that's coming from me into the music, but you get compared to quite a lot, and it's like sometimes you don't really agree with it, do you? But because you're trying to be something new, you want to be like your own thing, your own identity. So, but trying to think, I mean, because we've all got different influences ourselves as individuals, we all kind of bring that together. So that's like, he loves both of us love like Slash and stuff like that. I was always really into like Foo Fighters, and just Tom's like loves Royal Blood and stuff like that. So it's like it all just comes together. It's hard to really say what we sound like, I would say, but
I don't think we take like particular influence of any band and say want to be like them. I think we mash certain things together to like create us.
Yeah, your favourite bits of yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
I think maybe Shine was the closest.
I think that's I think the Shine Down side of things is in stuff that's not been heard by you yet.
That's
Oh,
Yeah.
a little snippet there.
yeah. So that's the thing, like, so. But I can see that side of things. But yeah.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. So as you know, Calypso is one of my favorite Thieves of Liberty tracks, as well as Smoke in the Air. But Calypso is just on repeat. It's on repeat. Absolutely loving it, blasting it when I'm getting ready to go to a gig or go out. So what was kind of the feeling behind that? Anything that influenced the track? Where did it come from?
That was also written in this very room when we were at work. Actually, we were sat not actually working.
Sorry.
And I don't know. I think was I just like tapping a pen on the desk or something, and sort of the rhythm of it, and then we sort of like started just singing random words along to the rhythm.
It was very much
we got that sort of like, let's go.
Yeah, like messing. You know, like when you're in school and everyone just starts tapping on the table and all that. That's kind of what it was like, and then it just kind of come from that, certain words blaring out and just making a song like that. This wasn't very long after, like we say, when we rushed to write things, so it was still quite an early song. So that's kind of like how we were doing things at the time, but that was sort of the idea to do something catchy. That's why I like sing calypso and like the way things are with it. So
it definitely gets in your brain. Definitely, absolutely gets in your brain. I love it. No, it's really cool, and it's your songs are so well crafted. You know what I mean? It's you'd think you'd spent forever on them. They're amazing. Okay, and last question in this round. Do you guys have any rituals that you do before you go on stage? Is there anything you think, oh, I must do this, and just to make sure it's a great gig or nothing goes wrong?
I've always had a ritual of I don't do it as much anymore, but I always just pace back and forwards, and like sometimes I'll go to the toilet and splash cold water on my face and jump in the urinal and start taking all the urinal cakes out and eating them. No, I don't do that really. But I do a lot of pacing. I do like to splash the cold water on my face. Shot of whiskey always opens the vocal cords up and that, so stuff like that for me.
Yeah, fantastic.
Something I do now, which I picked up from the script, is just staying on my feet for like an hour before I go on, because I feel like if I'm sitting down before I go on, I can be a bit lethargic and I don't have as much energy on stage. So I try and stay on my feet to keep myself sort of pumped up for it.
Cool.
I'm not trying to find a parking space for the van, so
trying to warm it up.
And what about Sam? Because obviously drumming as well, very physical.
I'm just like triple and quadruple checking that all gear's where it needs to be. Just making sure I've got everything in the right place, really.
Fab. Cool. Well, keep doing it because it's definitely working. Okay, thank you. So now we're going to go into the competitive side of the interview. So this is where the voice from beyond, or Stret, as I like to call him, would normally do your quiz. But like I say, is indisposed at the minute. Okay, so but he has written these questions. So I think there's 8 questions for you here. So we'll ask you. You can confer, see if you agree, and then we'll go on. Okay. This is my students giving me this nasty cough. One second. Okay, we're going in. So, this is a metal question. So, in what year did Metallica release the Black Album?
Put them with Pete here. He loves them.
I know.
He's our Metallica guy, Pete. The Black Album.
Yeah, I think so.
Should we just guess? I would say early 80s. I would say like 83 or something.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Were you going to say 82?
I was thinking 81.
Should we split the difference? Tom, what are you reckon?
84.
Yeah. We might have to go 80, 82 or 83.
No, when you said 83, that kind of resonated with
It
me
is.
for some reason.
Should we go 83?
Go on, then.
We'll go 83.
Is that your final answer?
Oh, you had a little hit.
I know. It was 1991.
What's it?
1991. Whoa.
We're not big Metallica fans, please. Like far from Pete.
Okay, so question 2. Who was the original lead guitarist for Ozzy Osbourne?
Randy
Rhoads.
Oh, yes, get him. Well done. 1 point.
There's one on the board.
One of my favourite guitarists of all time.
Yeah.
Currently, you're winning 2024 quiz. This is some classic rock questions now. So, Rock You Like a Hurricane and Wind of Change are sung by who?
Scorpions.
What's the band?
Yeah, the Scorpions.
Yes, well done. 2 points. 2 points on it. Okay. Next question. Which band recorded the song Dream On?
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith.
Yes, we're doing really well.
Aerosmith.
3 points.
That's my favourite band, though.
Definitely the winners so far on the leaderboard for this year. Here we go.
This Metallica one's going to have us done over, isn't it?
No.
Okay, so a bit of hair metal for you. What 1980s band plays one louder than 10?
Spinal Tap.
Yeah, aye, that's it.
Get in! You guys are awesome. Well done. 4 points. Okay. Which band sang "We're Not Gonna Take It"?
Is it Twisted Sister?
Twisted Sister, yeah.
What was that one? I was it. Yeah.
5 points. 5 points. Well done. Okay. So, what was the most expensive hard rock album ever to be produced?
Most expensive
Mm-hmm.
hard rock.
I was.
Hard rock album. So
To produce, as in the recording costs, not the sale of the actual album.
Yeah.
I bet it's probably something like, I'm not saying this one, something like Black Sabbath, because he's just probably took loads of drugs and trashed all the equipment or something. What has loads of production on it? I don't know.
I don't think there'll be anything out of the 70s. I don't think.
Most expensive. Well, it could be something recent.
Could be. Those big
It's hard-
production
it's-
bands
it's
like
hard rock.
I wouldn't say it's something
It's not
recent
like,
because the theme of this quiz has been.
it's not like Kiss or something, is it? Or
I was wondering if it was Bohemian.
I was thinking that, but it's not hard rock, is it?
The album's not called Bohemian Rhapsody, is it?
No.
Night at the Opera.
That's not hard rock,
I
would you
know.
say either? So
I know the hard rock bit's thrown.
I was thinking Sabbath, but I think that's too old.
Gonna have to rush you, boys.
I reckon we'd go Queen just to.
Oh well, no, I thought that at first. So
Can we go
Is
Night
that
at the
your
Opera?
final answer?
Yeah.
Okay, it was Chinese Democracy by Guns N' Roses.
Oh, I was going to say Guns N' Roses. I was going to suggest Roses.
Go on, Tom.
That album shit.
maybe that's why.
Okay. And finally, who was the first female artist to be inducted into the Hall of Fame?
That was Stevie Nicks, I think, wasn't it?
Was it?
I think it was Stevie Nicks.
Oh.
That's
Could
or
be,
unless it
yeah,
was
good
Janis
shout.
Joplin or something.
I was thinking Joan Jett.
I don't think she was. In my head, I'm thinking either Stevie Nicks or Janis
Go where
Joplin.
you go.
I'm thinking Stevie Nicks, but I could be wrong.
Go where
You got any idea, Tom?
Okay.
No. No, I did think Stevie Nicks, to be fair, was the name that did pop in me. Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Just go
Stevie Nicks. We'll go Stevie Nicks.
I don't know.
6 points. Well done. Yay! Well done, guys. Top of the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Let's mark it down, and that's the score to beat in
Amazing.
future interviews, bands. Well done, guys. Fantastic knowledge. You did well.
They get different questions, or they just copy off us when they come on. Like,
No, whole new questions. Awesome. So this is the bit where we let your fans have their say. So we've got a few questions here from I think one of your number one fans, Karen. So she's got a couple. So she asks, where do you get your inspiration for your songs?
I
You,
would
Karen,
say
it's from you.
yes. Well, Karen, all the Firevolt goers, Bev, Stret, your dog, the builders. Though, I mean, what the songs could be about is just influenced off things that we've either been through or things that you might hear of somewhere else. It could be about a lot of things, song content wise. Musically, like we said before, like our influences all come from so many different places. We're all very different people as well in a way. Like, I hope you don't mind saying, Kieran's quite a sensible guy. I'm not so much. Liam is he likes to hang around the woods on the night. So I think the amalgamation of all our personalities is a big influence and everything. But I don't know, what would you guys say? I'm obviously a loudmouth, so
camouflage.
camouflage, yeah.
Yeah, it depends. It's different song to song. I mean, we've got one on the new album which is like sort of accidentally quite political, and it's like wasn't really necessarily from our standpoint, but was more because it was that one was one of the ones I wrote that was really influenced by Shine Down Again. And their most recent album was like about a very dystopian future with lots of like governmental control. So I kind of took some inspiration from that as well.
Right, fantastic. You sort of already alluded to this earlier on, but she also asked, how do you pick an album title?
How do you pick an album title?
Yep.
I wish I knew. We spent months debating this.
I mean, I think what we kind of played around with is thinking of like what the songs in the album are called, the content of the songs, and what if there's a general vibe of things. You kind of take everything together. You look at your artwork and stuff like that, and think, what is the general vibe of this? What goes with what you wanting to like maybe portray with the music or something like that. And in the end, we went with none of that. So it's sometimes it's as simple as just like, does it sound mint? We'll just say it then, isn't it? Like, but
It just happens, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not the experts on naming things, I guess. Like, but
So I mean, the original title we had for the upcoming album, I can't say what it is because it's the name of one of the tracks, but that was that politically charged track, and then we thought it was a cool name, but then we were like, we don't want to give a representation that we're sort of like a Rage Against the Machine type band, you know, like.
Yeah.
So then we've sort of pivoted away from that, and then we've gone for something that we just think's like one of the strongest songs now, I guess.
I think the reason we went with a particular song and the title of that song for the album was because it encapsulates sort of the overall sound at the moment in the album. Like what the stuff we've wrote and played at the moment, this song is kind of like, if you had to take a picture of something and say that's what all that's like, that's kind of what the song is, if that makes any sense.
Okay. All right. Cryptic.
Yes,
brilliant. She's got one more as well. If they could only cover one epic song, what would it be?
We had this discussion the other night, didn't we?
I would love to do Purple Rain.
I'd also love to do Purple Rain, but I'd like to do it on guitar, which I don't play, so so it's just going to be me. I like that little squeal thing he does as well, but I would be cool doing Purple Rain.
An extreme song for me, but I can play the guitar on it, like.
I'll do it.
What do you reckon, Tom?
I'd swap lanes and do Rosanna by Toto.
Right.
Classic.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. Brilliant. So I've got a question from Lee. She's actually asked two, but I'm going to save it because it's one that we've kind of gotten around later. But this is quite funny. So, if you were a woman for a day, who would you be? Anything from your mum to Taylor Swift?
That is a bit of a hard one. I'll go with Lee.
I think I'll go with Karen.
Good, because they get listened to us. That's what it is. Even though I would love to be Lee, I feel like
I thought you would have gone Sophie Lloyd, Liam.
Yeah, I'll play the guitar like that. I'll be alright.
That's a bit of a mad one, isn't it? Like I really
I know. I think got indecent answers, haven't we?
yeah, indecent answers or like.
Okay.
Yeah, just indecent. I'll go with
Margot
Blondie.
Robbie.
Blondie, yeah. Yeah, cool. Any last takers before we move on?
I'd go Kim Kardashian and mess with Kanye's head.
Brilliant.
Get another album out of him.
You can't balance a bottle of champagne up your ass as well, can't you, Tom?
Well, do that anyway, James.
Fantastic. So I think our final question is from Dennis. Which band who are still active would you like to support and why?
To support?
Realistically or in a dream?
No, this is like the one you would want to support, even though I would love to support.
Alter Bridge would be a great one.
Alter Bridge would be cool.
Shine Down.
Shine Down would be cool.
Guns N' Roses.
Rival Sons.
It's a bit of a hard one for me because everyone I like's dead.
Not beating around the bush there.
No. Do you know what it is? I'll go with a weird one, right? And say and this is just going the other way. Like if Oasis got back together, I would be actually meant to support Oasis.
Yeah.
I know that's a bit of a weird one to say, And I'm not like a good Oasis fanboy and all that. I like them. Like
Another one for me as well is we've already done it thanks to you. Is Royal Republic.
Royal Republic was great.
Yes.
Yeah,
The boys.
Yeah,
they were so
Yeah.
good. Like,
they're phenomenal. Honestly, it's amazing. Brilliant. Okay, well done. Thank you to everybody who sent questions in. That's amazing. So we're going to move on to one of our last rounds now. So this is called Picture This. You're on tour. You're on the tour bus. You're going along. It has to come to a sudden stop. You need to exit the tour bus really quickly. What is the one item you would pick to take with you and why?
Got to be my guitar all day long.
I think we could do it taking the book.
I was going to say
the bus.
I was using up probably want to say like your instruments were out like, but that would be the sensible one. I don't really have anything to take. Like I suppose I'll take my books.
Yeah, I mean,
Cool.
it has to be the guitars for us, doesn't it?
That depends
Tom?
on it.
I took the keys.
The keys.
As it gets working again.
Brilliant, brilliant. Awesome. So, still in Picture This. You're at a gig. A band member doesn't turn up and they quickly need you to step in. Which band would you like to step in for and what instrument would you play or sing?
I'd go guitar for Dragon Force just to ruin the night.
Hey,
How can we do that? Just ruin other band. I would sing.
I would like to sing for Queen.
I don't know. It would have been a laugh.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, me too.
Sing for Queen.
Sing for Queen, yeah. I'd murder it. Horrendous.
I would have liked to been that drummer in that Bill Withers song. Do you know where he's like, it's smiling, Ain't No Sunshine in the video? You seen that?
yeah.
He looks over the moon. I suppose it's still me though, isn't it? So it doesn't matter. I'll do that one anyway. I'll do Bill Withers because I like Bill Withers. And I would have
Fantastic.
hit the drums for some reason.
I'd do guitar for Aerosmith. Only.
Oh, it has to be a serious answer, doesn't it, Kieran?
But most of the bands that I wanted to do it with, I probably couldn't play half the songs. So
I mean, yeah, I make the rips anyway, mate. You know, that's it.
Okay, awesome. So this is our last kind of proper round now. So as you know, our strap line has been 3 days, 2 stages. What would be your all-time fantasy festival lineup? So top 3. Now you can either do this as a band or you can have them each. But what would be your all-time fantasy festival top 3, alive or dead?
We'll go individuals. It's all like different stuff.
yeah, we'll do it
We all
separately.
agree on one though, because we all of them like Queen.
Queen, yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Queen's up there.
Yeah, give us
Yeah.
Freddie.
Okay.
Come on, you go.
Thieves of Liberty. Well, we've got to play with them. Don't we? We'll get rid of Thieves of Liberty then, but I would have said us because I'd want to play the actual festival. But so Queen. I mean, I love the Beatles and stuff like that, but if it's me ideal festival where you want to like gone wild and all that, I don't know if I'm picking them. Maybe if they're like.
I think you can go back to the Oasis shout from before.
It's a weird shout in it because it's like obviously it's all rock music and stuff, but like Oasis would be a mental one to go to if they got back. Like say the first one,
Yeah.
But festival. So if you've got Queen that covers one side of music, Oasis kind of gets you more that way.
I
Okay.
think the fact we
Gonna
got live
collect
and
it.
dead, I'll really utilize the fact that I could see people I've never seen.
Mhm.
So like Freddie, I'd
Hendrix. Well, we-
I mean I know
Prince?
they're dead. Led Zeppelin
Yeah.
because
Oh,
obviously the
that
big
was
I-
my ones
yeah.
as well.
And then maybe Ozzy with Randy Rhoads on the guitar.
Good shout.
I'll
Yeah.
go with that. I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Queen,
Cool.
Queen.
Queen, Zeppelin, and Ozzy.
Yeah, that's a pretty
Yeah,
sick.
that's fine.
Yeah. Awesome. Brilliant. So which bands currently on the scene would you get to support your fantasy festival lineup?
Oh.
I'm having Royal Republic.
Pop-
Yeah.
Because I just really want to see them again.
Brilliant, aren't they? Brilliant.
Yeah.
Struts, we're kind of into it at the minute.
Struts would be great. Cardinal Black.
Cardinal.
Yeah.
Oh, they were great.
Phenomenal.
There's a lot of Firevolt bands, mind.
Yeah.
They were all amazing. I'm thinking of like trying to match them up though. Like if it's a festival and you're building it up, like You go Queen. What's under Queen? If they were alive or dead, I would have said like Free under Queen or something.
Ah,
This has to be current scene. Though.
Oh, current scene.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I forgot about that.
current scene now.
So-
Current
so
scene.
I think
advertising.
we need to think a bit smaller, don't we? We're
Yeah,
still
that
naming
makes
like massive
sense.
bands. So.
Yeah.
Amongst Liars would be good.
Amongst Liars, great.
Yeah.
Those damn crows.
Yeah.
Those Crows,
Crows,
yeah,
mint, yeah.
Phenomenal.
I really love Florence Black. Like,
Florence Black would cool.
Lawrence
Yeah.
Black, yeah. Yeah. Brilliant. Brilliant. I think that sounds like a really cool festival to me. Awesome.
I'll get the Karma Effect lads as well, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nice one. Brilliant. Well, it's a wrap, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for giving your time up to have this crazy chat about pot noodle and other things. It's been absolutely awesome. So this is now your time to do a complete shameless plug. Anything that you want to promote, anything that you've got going on, because I know you've got some stuff that we kind of shared on our community and that over the weekend. So plug away, shameless as you like. Off you go.
Like so.
So we recently launched a crowdfunder for our debut album. The album will be coming out at some point next year. We're just trying to raise a little bit of money to help us get the vinyls and stuff over the line because it's really expensive. We've toured a lot and spent a lot of money that we don't have.
Put the final touches on everything.
We spent like over 100 hours in the studio recording it, which has run up quite a bill as well.
Plus, we need to feed Pete, which is
Yeah.
that's the main reason.
That's why he's not here.
Yeah,
actually. So yeah, but I mean, we've got loads of rewards in exchange. We're not just asking for money for nothing. You can get like limited edition T-shirts that are only ever going to be available on this crowdfunder. They'll never be available again. We're doing like personalized song videos for people. You can get like signed stuff like drumsticks. You can get the symbol that Tom actually smashed in the making of the album.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Cool.
And loads of other cool stuff, like we're doing like special private gigs and stuff like that, so there's lots to offer.
It's just because we've like been looking forward to it so much, getting this out and showing everyone and just hitting a little bit of a bump, just trying to fund it over the line, so everything helps. And other than that, I guess it's just check out the band on Spotify and stuff and look forward to some new things coming hopefully very, very soon. And I'd love to see everyone live. Just check us out. Facebook, we've got all socials and all platforms and stuff like that. So yeah, Thieves of Liberty.
And
Fantastic.
come and see us at lots of gigs next year, including Firevolt.
Yes, that's one we'll be looking forward to. So
definitely can't wait to see you guys back home with us again. Yeah, it'd be absolutely awesome. Yeah, it will. Thank you so much for your time, guys. Keep doing what you're doing. You guys are absolutely awesome. You rock. And hope that everybody's enjoyed that. And we'll see the guys around soon. Thanks, guys. See you later.
Very much, Beth. Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.